Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here. I will be your moderator today. And as we are in the schedule, in this tight schedule, I would like to welcome to the stage Dr. Laurence. She will be our keynote today. She has a very long experience and a curriculum in this climate change agenda. It's a very good, very important. It's a privilege to be here with you in this stage. And the floor is yours, Dr. Laurence. Thank you.
Thank you for these kind words. Today, well, just not comment on the heat, of course, because it's there. But I think I'm very happy to see that now there is no capacity to think about climate change without the connection with health. Both any dimension of health, what happened in climate catastrophes, the role of in the climate in pandemics, as well as everyday life of citizens when just the climate is changing. So I think it's a new thing. We started discussing that in Dubai, so 2 years ago. And I see now that the climate community, in particular, the many people we are working with are integrating in their day-to-day activity, or whether it is emergency health or more, prevention and care. They introduce the climate dimension and vice versa. And it's good because if it was mostly ignored, because of this idea why it's very different. The climate impacts are for future and not for now. And we see them, unfortunately, for now. So that's very good. That I do think that it's good to speak at UNITAID, because UNITAID has had always a global perspective. That was its origin, and in particular benefiting from this new and innovative instrument. I am calling for the extension of it. And that because we have a common collective problem, we have to have a common collective response. So finally, the agenda are very similar. It's about international cooperation, raising resources, in particular from the better well-off people to transfer to the less rich and less wealthy people. Because in a way, the behavior and the action of the ones are having impact on the others. And I say many times, now we know that the 1% of the richer people in the world emit carbon dioxide or greenhouse gases as much as a 50% lower income in the population. So the unfairness of the system is very, very incredible. And that's why I think we should remind that action of ones are really having an impact on others. And health is unfortunately a very, very easy conduit of impact on people. So that the stability and the safety of all the medical system is relying on a more beginning, or at least limiting the global warming. And that is part as well as the adaptation challenge that I think all of the professionals in health are now developing, and it's really, really important. I want, of course, to spend a little bit of time on these solidarity levies. I'm co-leading this task force, but it was really by the inspiration of UNITAID, who has been an innovative actor to say, people that fly, they can afford just to give a piece of the price of their ticket to really urgent issues. And what more urgent issues at that time was, of course, the role of UNITAID. And I think I value so much what you do, and how the new resources I'm trying to raise in the same form, trying to have more countries copying UNITAID system, but then allowing this fund to go for the adaptation, the resilience, in particular on the health issues and the connection between the two. I think it's really important your experience is listened to, because people are afraid or think it's a very big deal, when in reality it raises a lot of resource with really very little pain on the one who has been paying for it. It's stable, it's debt-free for developing countries who receive the money. So the advantage of that are really enormous. And I really rely on your experience just to call for more action on that. And because now there is no enough resources to mediate, to repair the impact of climate change, and in particular on health. Just say what happened when a climate catastrophe, the health issue is the first one, no, to compensate, and we need resources that come immediately to repair that. So I do think that now that climate and the health community are beginning to come together, we need, of course, the finance community to understand this is about saving lives, but it is as well saving costs for the economy and the society. And that is not there yet. So in a way, if we can work together to make the government understand that they are losing points of their GDP because of this, they didn't act enough on climate, they didn't act enough on health, and that the cost will be just higher, and that will be very damaging on every generation, every life expectancy. I think that should be maybe something that they can listen to. So for that reason, I think I called really for partnership and action on that. I think for too long, the two community has been siloed. The climate change only by technology fixes. We were not doing enough on adaptation and resilience. And now I think it is urgent we break that silo and we work together. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Laurence. And I would like to thank you in the name of Unitide and all of us here for your hard work and your amazing remarks in this open panel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.